We could start with below them, that is, below these mountains. In other words, he's speaking of the plains.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, there's the woods first.
yes.
Okay, so we can begin there.
Below them crouched a dream of emerald woods and gleaming borders, solitary as sleep. Pale waters ran like glimmering threads of pearl. A sigh was straying among happy leaves, cool perfumed, with slow pressure-burdened feet, faint stumbling breezes faltered among flowers.
And I think we covered all of that last time.
Yes,
But
yes.
only emerald.
Emerald,
Not,
okay.
no, emerald, but not emerald.
Oh, emerald,
Emerald. Yes, a short A.
emerald,
Emerald.
emerald.
And now he's giving such a beautiful picture of this place, beginning with the white crane.
Mhm. The white crane stood, a vivid, motionless
Oh,
streak.
got to work on the V. Vegetable, vegetable,
Vegetable,
vivid.
vivid, vivid. A white, sorry again. The white crane stood, a vivid, motionless streak.
Good, good.
Peacock and parrot jeweled soil and tree. The dove's soft moan enriched the enamored air, and fire-winged wild drakes swam in silvery pools. Earth couched alone with her great lover, Heaven, uncovered to her consort's azure eye.
Okay, magnificent, just magnificent. I mean, you can see in front of you this picture.
Hmm.
You can see a white crane, and we know how motionless they are.
Hmm.
They never move until they see a
Yeah.
fish, and then they get it.
Yeah.
White crane is standing there, a vivid, motionless streak, because it is vivid. It's you see it right in front of your eyes. Peacock
Mm-hmm.
and parrot, jeweled soil and tree. So they make a jewel of the soil and tree.
Yeah.
And the dove's soft moan enriched the enamored air.
Enamored. Okay.
And fire winged wild drakes. A drake is the male duck.
Okay.
Swam in silvery pools. So in this area, we see there is a pool because the drakes are swimming there. The white
Mm-hmm.
crane has got to be there because he is only where there's water.
Mm-hmm.
It's marvelous. Four lines, and then Earth couched alone with her great lover Heaven. Now, couched in this sense is reclined, I guess. But let me give it to you exactly.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I read it before. I felt like earth couch, like she sat comfortably with her lover heaven.
Yes, yes. Arranged or framed. Um, well, I don't like the definition I have here, so we're not going to use it. But it could be to couch. Yeah, here it is. To lie down, recline,
Hmm.
as for rest. So Earth here is lying down, reclining with her great lover Heaven. Oh. Uncovered to her consort's azure eye. What does that mean? Well, a lover is also a consort in a way,
Hmm.
um, because And what is the azure eye? It's the sky.
Yeah.
Consort. Okay, I have to have reading glasses for up close. They say
Consort is like a companion.
yes, exactly. Yes. Um, a consort is a companion or a partner.
Yeah.
So so Earth is uncovered to her great lover, Heaven's blue eye, her consort. And now he continues with the same picture.
In a luxurious ecstasy of joy, she quanted the love music of her notes.
Squandered.
Squandered.
Like
Squash.
squash, like a
Okay, squash.
squandered.
Squandered.
That
She
means
squandered.
used it all up, squandered it, used it um, almost spontaneously, squandering it. Okay. So
Begin again. In a luxurious ecstasy of joy, she's
luxurious,
luxurious.
luxurious.
In a luxurious ecstasy of joy,
Good.
she squandered the love music of her notes, wasting the passionate pattern of her blooms, and festival rite of her scents and hues.
Very clear, huh?
Mm.
So she's in an ecstasy of joy, and
Mhm.
it's luxurious. It's so luxurious because she's got the birds there, she's got the flowers there, and
Mm.
she squandered the love music of her notes. Her notes here are her music, the music of earth. And she wastes the passionate pattern of her blooms, flowers, and festival riot of her scents and hues. So the hues are all different colors,
Shades. Yeah.
different shades of color,
Yeah.
along with fragrances.
Yeah.
Gives us, he gives us all so beautifully. And now what happens?
A cry and leap and hurry was around, the stealthy footfalls of her chasing things, the shaggy emerald of her centaur mane, the gold and sapphire of her warmth and blaze.
Sapphire.
Sapphire.
Sapphire. Mhm. Now he's introducing us to the animals in the area,
Hmm.
the rabbits, the deer, all the small things, because it's a cry and a leap and a hurry was around. The animals are always hurrying, they're looking for food or
Yeah.
they're running from something
Hmm.
towards something. So a cry and leap and hurry was around, the stealthy footfalls of her chasing things. Well, when the tiger chases something, his footfalls are
Mm-hmm.
very stealthy because their hearing is so good, they would hear
Hmm.
him. So it has to be a stealthy footfall of her chasing things of the hunting animals.
Hmm.
Yeah. Such a simple thing like this, and he gives us so much.
Yeah.
The shaggy emerald of her centaur mane. Well, let us give you Centaur first. You probably know it, but
Yeah, it's a I just know it is a mystical creature
yes,
with half human and half
yes,
horse.
correct, correct. Now, Centaur, of course, it was the body of a horse and the head of a man.
Yeah.
Um, and these were tribes, wild, beast like, supposedly monsters, but not here in Savitri. The
Hmm.
Centaur mane is the leaves of the trees.
Hmm.
The mane is like a horse. So
Yeah.
mane is like a horse, and he's
Hmm.
giving us that image of the wild horse and the foliage coming down, the shaggy emerald, shaggy because all different kinds of leaves,
Yeah.
big leaves, small leaves, cut leaves, whole leaves, all
Yeah.
kinds of leaves. And of course they are emerald. They are
Mm-hmm.
they're all kinds of greens. The shaggy emerald of her centaur mane, the gold and sapphire of her warmth and blaze. Well, in this season, obviously, with everything in bloom, the earth is warm
Yeah.
and it's blazing with color.
Hmm.
He continues now and he leads us into something else.
Magician of her rapt felicities, blithe, sensuous hearted, careless and divine, life ran and hid in her delightful rooms, behind all brooded nature's grandiose calm.
Oh, many, many mistakes. Okay.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no problem, no problem. Sensuous.
Sensuous,
No, sensuous.
sensuous,
Yeah, you have to get the U in there. You got it. That's it. Sensuous.
sensuous.
Yes.
Okay,
And
sensuous.
um, this is okay. Um, blithe, blithe, the like
Blithe,
the is at the end of it, so think of it blithe.
blithe. Okay.
And then you missed a word, but that's no problem. Okay, so we take those few. Magician of her rapt felicities. What is rapt here?
Like fast?
No, but I'll give it to you exactly because it's an important word. He uses it many times in Savitri, many times. So we have a rapt felicity. Um, deeply engrossed or absorbed, entranced, transported with emotion, enraptured, ecstatic.
Hmm.
So all of those things you can use for this particular
Okay.
line. There are other lines where it's a spiritual definition. So, magician of her rapt felicities, felicities, we know Spanish felicidad,
Yeah,
felicidad, felicities, or what?
like a gift or like a ability.
Um, I would say it's more in felicity. I would use the word um, great happiness or bliss.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you these are four beautiful lines, but not so easy. Huh? Okay, who is the magician of her rapt felicities? But life.
Hmm.
Life is that magician of her rapt felicities, blithe,
Okay.
sensuous hearted, careless, and divine.
Hmm.
Life ran or hid in her delightful rooms. What are life's delightful rooms? Well, the rooms here are all the hidden areas of the forest and the land, and they're
Hmm.
delightful rooms.
Hmm.
I've had so many experiences of these delightful rooms, going from one to another. And yet, behind all, brooded nature's grandiose calm. So, behind all of this riot of leaves and flowers and birds and animals and sun and the sky, everything, but behind it all, nature's grandiose, grand calm is brooding.
Hmm.
Nature's always brooding on something. Maybe a rain comes, a thunderstorm. Maybe a typhoon comes. Maybe the sun bursts out from behind a cloud. All of this brooding of nature is including here.
Hmm.
Behind all of this that we've just read from the previous page, behind all,
And here, blithe, what kind of meaning? Happy? Does it mean happy, or
yeah,
does it
blithe
have
can be,
casual?
yeah, blithe is a beautiful word that is not used often enough anymore, but it is joyous and merry or gay, cheerful,
Okay.
cheerful also.
Yeah, but when I looked up, it gave two different meanings. The literary meaning was happy. The other meaning was more like careless and indifferent. So
No, but here it's
here it is joyful. That's how it fits in also.
exactly, yes. Now, because you see, it's joyous, but it's sensuous hearted. Well,
Yeah.
you know, we have both experienced sensuality, and in its more positive sense,
Mm-hmm.
it's this tremendous enjoyment of a thing,
Yeah.
maybe of the beauty of nature, maybe of a painting, maybe of a piece of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all of this blithe, sensuous hearted, careless, yeah, because nature's or life we can say is careless, uh,
Hmm.
because she plays with all kinds of evolutionary things.
Hmm.
You will see, for example, I give you a very interesting statement here that will deeply impress you. In horticulture,
Hmm.
the saying goes that 95% of all the studies of the world's plants have been done in temperate climates.
Hmm.
Yet 95% of the world's plants are tropical.
Wow.
Ah, yes. How little has been done.
Yes.
I saw a film once on China, and the guy said in 3 square feet he could find 15 things that were not yet written about.
Hmm.
Now, China's ruining everything, but that's the way it used to be.
Hmm.
Okay, now what happens here?
I want to read those four lines again.
Sure, sure.
Magician of her rapt felicities, blithe, sensuous hearted, careless and divine, life ran or hid in her delightful rooms, behind all brooded nature's grandiose calm.
Almost perfect, except behind all brooded nature.
Behind
See,
all.
behind
Okay,
all.
got it. Behind all brooded nature's grandiose calm.
Excellent. Your reading is improving very rapidly. I'm very pleased. Okay, now we get into even more yet. There's a lot more of the same feeling going on here, but he changes it quite strongly now. Primeval.
Primeval peace was there, and in its bosom held undisturbed the strife of bird and beast. Man, the deep-browed artificer, had not come to lay his hand on happy inconscient things. Thought was not there, nor the measurer, strong-eyed toil. Life had not learned its discord with its aim.
Oh, so much here, huh? So much. Primeval.
Primeval, okay.
Yeah, almost primitive peace was there.
And bosom is pronounced bosom?
No, we pronounce it bosom with the
With the
bosom.
Okay, the British English is with the
Yes, bosom.
Okay.
So primeval peace was there,
Primeval peace, yeah.
and in its bosom it held undisturbed the strife of bird and beast. Well, you know, in that primeval peace,
Hmm.
well, I'll give you a story from Mother about this strife of bird and beast. To feed the big snakes, they have to put a rabbit into the cage.
Hmm.
And the rabbit initially will have great fear.
Hmm.
And then when it realizes it's going to be for the snake, it becomes completely calm and offers itself to the snake.
Hmm.
Mother says that many times animals offer themselves to the bigger animals.
Hmm.
And so we have here the most important thing is primeval peace was there.
Hmm.
But in its bosom, in the bosom of primeval peace, the strife of bird and beast was held undisturbed. So we see that the pattern is that life exists upon life.
Hmm.
Vegetables are torn out of the earth
Hmm.
so we can eat.
Hmm.
Animals are killed so people can eat.
Hmm.
Birds are killed, chickens are killed, turkeys are killed, people can eat. So life must exist upon life.
Hmm.
It cannot be any other way. How else does one sustain a body?
Hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
So here we have that this peace is there and it is holding undisturbed in its bosom
Mm-hmm.
the strife of bird and beast. But then he takes us into another area altogether.
Yeah.
Man, the deep browed. Remember in the beginning of humanity, the early man had
Hmm.
huge brow. Huh?
Hmm. Hmm.
So he calls him the deep browed artificer. Now, artificer has many, many different
Hmm.
definitions, but it's one who is skillful or clever, or that's basically it. One who is skillful or clever. But an
Okay.
artifice can be an artful or crafty expedient, a stratagem, a cleverness or skill. That's an artifice. But an
Hmm.
artificer is one who is skillful. or clever. So man, the deep browed, clever fellow, had not
Hmm.
come.
Come.
Lay his hand on happy, inconscient things. So these things are not conscious
Hmm.
because they don't have a mind.
Hmm.
The birds, the flowers, animals, they're not
Okay.
they're not mental creatures.
Hmm.
So they're inconscient things, but inconscient is never negative here.
Hmm.
Never negative. So
Okay.
so man, this deep browed, oh I lost your picture, artificer, had not come
Mm-hmm.
to lay his hand on happy, inconscient things. And then he gives it to us. Thought was not there,
Was not there.
nor the measurer,
Hmm.
strong-eyed toil. Well, toil always measures things. How much do I have to do? How much can I do? How much can I get done? How
Hmm.
far can I go? The strong-eyed measurer is
Hmm.
always he's always looking, this measurer.
Yeah.
Always looking,
Yeah.
what can I achieve? Can I
Yeah.
achieve fame? Can I make money? The strong-eyed measurer toil because you have
Hmm.
to work for it.
Hmm.
So, okay, and
Hmm.
then he ends with the line, life had not learned its discord with its aim. Powerful line. Life's aim is eternal beauty,
Hmm.
divine truth, and divine love. This is from me now. And I would say that life had not learned its,
Eternal beauty
I
and
would
you
say,
said three things. Eternal beauty,
divine love,
divine love.
which Mother says is the only thing that will save the world.
Hmm.
Divine love.
Hmm.
So now life had not learned this discord with its
Hmm.
aim.
Hmm.
At this point, there is no discord with its aim because everything is inconscient.
Hmm.
We've just read 20, 30 lines of the beauty of the earth.
Earth.
That is, where is it here? Um, Blithe, sensuous hearted, careless, and divine.
Hmm.
And life is running or hiding in different rooms, uh, different evolutionary areas. Uh,
Yeah, and yet it had not learned yet.
it's discord with its aim.
Hmm.
So now we get to the next line.
The mighty mother lay outstretched at ease. All was in line with her first satisfied plan. Moved by a universal will of joy, the trees bloomed in their green felicity, and the wild children brooded not on pain.
So here the mighty mother is Gaia, the earth mother,
Yeah, yeah,
the divine mother. She's
yeah.
she's outstretched here in these pastures and mountains and fields and all. She's totally at ease because everything is in line.
Yeah.
Her first satisfied plan, which
Hmm.
is to make earth divine.
Hmm.
And moved by a universal will of joy, the trees bloomed in their green felicity, happiness, and
Hmm.
wild children brooded not on pain. Well, pain may have been there to some extent,
Hmm.
but the primitive people don't brood on pain.
Yeah.
They find some magic herb or something like that, and they put it on
Hmm.
the person, and they
Understood.
understand that it's part of life,
Hmm.
but they don't brood on it. Now we come to a new area, and we have to talk about this a bit. So you can carry on.
At the end reclined a stern and giant tract of tangled depths and solemn, questioning hills, peaks like a bare austerity of the soul.
Austerity.
Austerity. Peaks like a bare austerity of the soul, armored, remote, and desolately grand, like the thought screened infinities that lie behind the rapt smile of the Almighty's dance.
Wow. At the end of this pasture, we can say, this field,
Yeah.
reclined a stern and giant tract of
Mm.
tangled depths. Tangled depths because in the forest you're going to find many, many creepers,
Mm.
many, many things interlocked in each other. And you're sleepy?
No.
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 Okay. Um, at the end, this giant tract reclined. So you see, he's telling you that these mountains are reclining.
Yeah.
Reclined, uh, a stern and giant tract of tangled depths and solemn questioning hills, peaks like a bare austerity of the soul. Well,
Mm.
the only thing I can say here is that these peaks are probably on the top of these peaks, it's like granite
Mm.
when you get to the top because they're so high that very little can grow anymore.
Okay.
He says they're like a bare
There.
austerity of
Okay.
soul.
Mm.
And they're armored, obviously, remote, and
Mm-hmm.
desolately grand because now we're talking about where nothing's growing, very high heights.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
armored. They're armored, so people who want to climb them have to go through a lot. They're
Mm.
remote. They're desolately grand. And then he says, what are they like? Well, they're like the thought screened infinities that lie behind the rapt smile of the Almighty's dance. What two powerful lines.
Mm.
The thought screams, so these infinities are screened from thought.
Mm.
They're thought screened infinities. And they that lie behind this smile, wrapped for rapture, this
Mm.
enraptured smile of the Almighty's dance.
Mm.
Would you like to finish the
Yeah.
passage today? I
Yeah.
think we could do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. Okay. I'll read those two lines again because I felt like it didn't quite land on me. Like when you explained it came in much easier.
Good.
Like the thought screened infinities that lie behind the rapt smile of the Almighty's dance.
See, I want to say something here, and that is I believe because we've been working so harmoniously together and the divine grace has been with us, that you have caught the feeling of the rhythm and the music, and you make the connection without breaking everything up. You do
Hmm.
very well with that, very well. So
Thank you.
we carry on.
Um, a matted forest head invaded heaven.
Invaded,
Invaded.
invaded,
A matted
very, very, very
head
fast.
invaded.
Okay.
A matted forest head invaded heaven,
Perfect.
as if a blue-throated aesthetic peered from the stone fastness of his mountain cell, regarding the brief gladness of the days, his vast extended spirit couched behind. It's like he's speaking of the Shiva.
Yes, the blue-throated ascetic
Mm.
Shiva. So he's
Yeah,
so
the matted head.
the matted forest head, right? And
Yeah,
and blue-throated, the blue throat,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he's looking from the stone vast fastness of his mountain cell. Well, this fastness is something that is unmoving.
Hmm.
Fastness. I probably
Okay.
give it to you better here. It'll take but a second. Fastness. Fastness. A secure or fortified place, a stronghold, a fortress. So he's looking, he's peering out from his fortress.
Hmm.
That is his mountain cell.
Hmm.
And he's looking at the brief gladness of the days. Because for a god, all this is very brief.
Hmm.
And how long
Isn't
does spring last? A couple
yeah.
months, few months, and he's a god who has eternity before him.
Yeah.
So, and then his vast extended spirit couched behind. Couched, we already had couched, huh?
Yes, yes. Recline. Lie down.
Yeah. So his vast extended spirit um, couched behind all of this
Hmm.
as he's peering from his mountain cell,
Hmm.
looking at the brief gladness of the days. How beautiful, huh?
Hmm.
Now we go.
A mighty murmur of immense retreat besieged the ear, a sad and limitless call, as of a soul retiring from the world. This was the scene which the ambiguous mother had chosen for her brief, felicitous hour. Here in this solitude, far from the world, her paths she began in the world's joy and strife.
Okay, so there are a couple of mistakes. Felicitas.
Felicitas. Okay.
Felicitas. Felicitas.
Felicitas. Felicitas.
So Sri Aurobindo is telling us here that a mighty murmur of immense retreat
Hmm.
besieged the ear. Now that she's in this place where there's almost no sound except the leaves, the birds, the animals.
Hmm.
And there's a mighty murmur of immense retreat. It's something I've talked to you about the retreat that I went when I went into the mountains one time. And I experienced the animals, and,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
that kind of immense retreat that one goes into,
Hmm.
there's a kind of murmur, an earthly murmur that
Hmm.
that it catches the ear, besieged, attacks, besieged the ear. It's a sad and it's a limitless call, as if a soul retiring from the world, passing away.
Hmm.
Sad and limitless call. So this was the scene which the ambiguous mother had chosen for her brief, happy hour, felicitous hour. And here in this solitude, because it's all solitude, we've been going through that for so many pages, huh?
Hmm.
It's only 3 pages in the whole canto, but
Yeah.
but it's the destined place.
Yeah.
And it is a place that's solid in solitude and it's far from the world.
Hmm.
The mother begins her part in the world's joy and strife.
Hmm.
And what does she see?
Here were disclosed to her the mystic codes, the lurking doors of beauty and surprise, the wings that murmur in the golden house, the temple of sweetness and the fiery isle.
Fiery,
Fiery, okay,
like,
fiery.
like a fiery isle.
Like, and the fiery isle. A
Now,
straight,
this is where I have to go to the supplement to the lexicon.
okay.
So we're going to go to the supplement first, and we're going to see what we have. Just so much we have to be so careful as we move. Okay. There are, Sri Aurobindo says, I use the word mystic in the sense of a certain kind of inner seeing and feeling of things, a way which to the intellect would seem occult and visionary.
Hmm.
For this is something different from imagination and its work with which the intellect is familiar. The mystic feels real and present, even ever present to his experience, intimate to his being, truths which the ordinary reader, truths which to the ordinary reader are intellectual abstractions or metaphysical speculation. To the mystic, there is no such thing as an abstraction. Everything which to the intellectual mind is abstract has a concreteness, substantiality which is more real than the sensible form of an object or of a physical event. So these mystic courts, we don't know what they are, but it's we understand now how what the mystic sees.
Hmm.
And then next we have um, well, I don't have the golden house, but it's got to be the um, the soul.
Okay.
Soul has to be the golden house. The spirit, the lurking doors of beauty and surprise, the wings that murmur in the golden house, the temple of sweetness, and the fiery isle. I'm sure that when we get to this with Vladimir, he'll have many things to share with us from the Vedas
Hmm.
on these four lines.
Yeah.
So now we have to go to the last three lines.
A stranger on the sorrowful roads of time, immortal under the yoke of death and fate, a sacrificant of the bliss and pain of the spheres, love in the wilderness met Savitri.
Now, the word is a sacrificant.
Oh, sacrificant. Okay.
Sacrificant of the bliss and pain of the spheres. A sacrificant is one who offers up as a sacrifice
Hmm.
himself. So the Divine Mother, who is Savitri,
Mm-hmm.
who is a stranger on the sorrowful roads of time, because she has not yet known any grief. She will only do that when such one dies.
Hmm.
and she hasn't even met him yet.
Mm.
So, but she's the Divine Mother, and so she's a stranger under these sorrowful roads of time. She's immortal, but she's under the yoke of death and fate because she has incarnated in a human body.
Mm.
Otherwise, she's immortal. Nothing can touch her.
Mm.
Only because Mother and Sri Aurobindo took to incarnate in a human body could they die.
Mm.
Body gets old
Mm.
or has to be changed.
Mm.
And with Sri Aurobindo, it had to go in the earth to bring supramental there. The sacrifice of the divine that we've read about. So a sacrificant
Sacrificant.
of the bliss and the pain of the spheres. So the mother is all of this. The Divine Mother is a stranger on the roads of time. She's immortal, but yet she's under the yoke of death and fate.
Mm.
And she's a sacrificant. She offers us an offerer of the bliss and pain of the spheres. Love in the wilderness. It's the next one is a long canto.
Oh, Satyavan.
We hear all about Satyavan, and it's so wonderful, truly so wonderful. We'll pick it up on Sunday.
Thank you.